Hello, everyone. Welcome to Clover Reads. I hope you're doing well and enjoying your day. Today's story does include an update. This was written in by user JWU28JSL. Boyfriend, 25 male, and his sister in law, 28 female, sneaked out to the beach at 3 a.m. Okay, so last night that happened. We've been together for a year. We were visiting his parents' house, who lived by the beach, and his brother was also there with his wife. We stayed there last night, and around 3 a.m., I was half asleep and noticed that he's leaving the room. I thought he's probably going to the bathroom or something. I heard some noises from downstairs, and I wasn't paying attention until I saw from the window that he's going out to the beach with his brother's wife. They came back an hour later. I still haven't confronted him and was wondering what this could mean. What was it they needed to do? I don't know what to think. Is it something that I can be upset about? Sneaking around at night isn't cool, in my opinion. And I do believe OP does have the right to be asking some questions here. Some top comments. I'm very surprised you didn't follow them. It could have a range of interpretations from a crazy idea to wanting to F on the beach. And OP says, I wanted to, but they had locked the front door behind them and I didn't have a key. Another person writes in, this is a new one to me. Do tell, how do you get locked in a house? The lock has keyholes in both sides. I imagine my in-laws lock the doors at night and keep the key somewhere inside, and my boyfriend had a spare key, so he opened it. What if there's a fire? I once went on a couple of dates with a guy. On our second date, he invited me over to his house to watch a movie. When it was time to leave, it turned out that the door was locked from the inside, and it took him about 10 minutes to track down the key. I never went on another date with that guy. Yes, I probably wouldn't either. And on to the update. Hey again. As much as I wanted to tell you all that it was over nothing, that they just wanted to get some air or smoke some weed or something, not the case. They were indeed having sex. I asked my boyfriend about it. Didn't mention that I saw him go out with her, just that I saw him leave the bed and come back later. He told me that he just wanted to pee and then saw his dad in the kitchen who couldn't sleep and they had a chat for a while. Liar. I asked his sister-in-law immediately after that, said that I saw her from the window for a second. Was I just imagining it since I was half asleep, or did she go out alone that time of night? She said that she enjoys midnight breaths and alone walks on the beach. Liar again. I told his brother that I saw them leave. He told me that they enjoy long walks on the beach. He couldn't be bothered to go with them. I thought, liar. So apparently they gave each other the heads up since my boyfriend came to me and told me everything an hour later. Him and his brother like sharing their girlfriend and significant others. He's been effing his sister-in-law for years now. That night was just another moment. He told me that he wanted to tell me when the time was right or when he thought I'm prepared so that I can join in and sleep with his brother so they don't even have to sneak around. Wow. He wasn't even admitting that he was cheating, saying that it doesn't count since it's his sister-in-law, not some random girl. I don't even know what to say to that. He called me traditional for thinking it was cheating. Yeah, I considered having sex with anyone else cheating. Call me traditional. So I broke up with him and left him to deal with his weird shit with his brother, and I'm actually happier now. The thought of what he was up to all those times grosses me out completely. He can screw himself. He wanted to go on a holiday together. Now I'm going to go have fun with my cousins instead. Wow, that is crazy, guys. And we do, of course, have more relevant comments. I love that he said it's not cheating because it's his sister in law. What the F? That is literally the craziest statement I have ever seen. Not to mention, it's pretty effed up to have this arrangement, get a girlfriend, and keep it secret until you think she's ready to exchange significant others and have sex with the brother. How the hell are you going to assume that your girlfriend is going to be down with doing it when you finally explain the arrangement? OP, you dodged a freight train. And she responds, he thought he was preparing me for it slowly. Another user, of course, says, do take the time to go get checked out for STDs. I have an appointment for tomorrow, actually. I'm going to make sure everyone knows their shit if he's given me something. Their parents don't know. They will if I have an STD. Another commenter says, don't let anger and revenge control your actions. Also, remember that the girl has done you no harm, so disclosing her secret might not be fair to her. She's done me no harm? She had sex with my boyfriend God knows how many times behind my back while knowing I wouldn't be okay with it, and she lied to me about it face to face. F her. Again, wow, the sheer audacity of that man. Although the main blame is definitely OP's boyfriend, I personally do believe the sister in law and even brother are guilty as well. They took part in deceiving OP. But what is your opinion? One commenter believes sister in law was not guilty of harming OP at all. Are they just as guilty? And should OP expose them to their parents? Speaking of audacity, entitled people. There's another story I have to read to you today from the Entitled People subreddit. This story was written in by user Hefty Cricket 3840. My brother and uncle want to take my grandfather's ashes from me and don't care I have legal rights to them. I, 18 male, have been fighting for 2 months against my uncle for my grandfather's ashes. The ashes are in my possession and are legally mine. He wants to bury them despite it being against my grandfather's wishes. The other thing is my grandmother passed away recently, and she's going to be put in with him. My grandfather was not biologically related to me, but he raised me. My uncle is not biologically related to my grandmother, and I was my grandmother's executor and sole inheritor, and she was my grandfather's. My uncle began getting lawyers involved about 2 weeks ago when I didn't tell him exactly what he wanted to hear. I spoke with my grandmother's lawyer at the start of this week, and I'm the only one with any claim to those ashes for both of them. Any lawyer would instantly tell them that. Tonight, my brother has started saying the same stuff that my uncle was on about, how he's going to take the ashes from me and bury them, saying it's not right for me to keep them, despite that being what they wanted. They want them buried, and they will be upon my death. And if they want to visit the ashes, they can come here to visit them. If they want somewhere public to visit them, they can dedicate a bench to them at the park. My brother is stating that my grandfather wrote a will on a piece of paper, which wouldn't have even worked because it was not legally signed. My brother is also stating he will get lawyers involved, and he's getting upset with me because I'm not giving him his way. I've already contacted the police, and I'm waiting for them to contact me back to see if I'm able to use police support if needed. And it doesn't look like there's an update as of yet for this story. However, OP says they will update when I have an update. In this case, I believe that the ashes should be dealt with however the grandfather originally wanted. If the grandfather truly did not want to be buried, then he shouldn't be. And the top comment here says, don't be surprised when your house is broken into and the ashes stolen. If law is not going to stop them, I doubt robbery won't either. And OP does respond and say, I live in a secure apartment. But that is all for today. As always, I would love to hear your opinions. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's stories. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, take care.